And you don't need to worry about copying on the figure. We'll just do it up here at the board. All right, Taylor Bigelow. In what plane would I find A? I'd be in plane K. All right, Lucas, what is the name of the intersection of planes K and N?
C.
Kind of.
C.
C and D? B, C, D. Now, yeah. We're talking about geometry is going to be one of those things that really challenges your spatial understanding, how things work. When we have an, okay, let me ask this. Take two lines intersecting, what do you get? What do we call that? Take two lines that intersect, what do I get? Get a point. What happens when I intersect two planes? What did I get? I get a line. Okay, intersect two lines, get a point. Intersect two planes, get a line. So that should be line CD. Because even though our planes here are stopping, you remember theoretically these are things that go out infinitely. So that would be line CD. Next question. Is line EF, or segment EF, is that on plane N? This is a tough one to look at. We're in 3 dimensions here. Is segment EF on plane N? Why not? It's actually not on either. Think of it like a brace almost, right? Have you ever had anything that's in the shape of an L and they have that diagonal brace coming off? That's basically what this is. You have a brace coming from E down to F, and it's a brace between the two planes. So it's intersecting through the two planes, but it's not on either one. And then number 7, if GF continues on, or GH continues on, would it intersect plane N? Would GH intersect plane N? Right here. What does it mean by continue on? Does it mean in both directions, one direction, no directions? What was that question asking, Chris?
That if the line kept going and the plane kept going, they would intersect to each other.
Okay, and what would you think?
Yes.
Yeah, it should, right? If we continue that line coming all the way down, keep the plane going, right? At some point, that's going to come in contact with the plane. That's the answer. Some other questions. All right, that's it. Okay, I want to talk about perimeter and area, then we're done. And I'm not going to make a big deal or perimeter and area. Put it out there just as it is. Perimeter, because what is perimeter? Maria? Say that again? Not the area. It's the length, it's the distance around, okay? So it's taking this side, adding it to that side, adding it to this side, and adding it to that side, okay? It's like literally walking the perimeter of something. It's the distance around it. The area is the shaded region, okay? It's the area within the object. Okay, so that's going to be your area. Let's do it this way. Okay, that's area. The space inside the object, that's the area. Now let me ask you this. How do you find perimeter of a rectangle? You guys might know this, some of you might not know this. No. Okay.
2L plus 2W.
Yeah, perimeter is twice the length, twice the width. By the way, what are your units for perimeter? Would it depend? What would it depend on? Okay, yeah, so let's say this is in millimeters and this is in millimeters. Then my perimeter is in millimeters. It's a singular, right? So with length, you have a single unit. What's x times x? X squared, right? How do you find area? That's your length times width. So this is some millimeter by another millimeter. What's millimeter times millimeter? Squared millimeters. Your area is always going to have a squared unit. Perimeter is always going to be a singular unit. That's all you guys need to know, at least for today.